Yo, what's up everyone? My name's Dave and you suck at programming, and today we're going to be talking about Bash. Of course. What are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about functions in Bash, alright? You ever seen a function in Bash? It's really simple. It looks like this. We have a function called foo, and it echoes hello $1, so the first argument that's given to the foo function, and then we call foo with the name Alice. Awesome. Why are we talking about functions? Well, look, I mean, very simple, right? That program works the way we expect it to. Did you know in Bash that you can change the curly brace to a parenthesis? Well, what happens here? Why would I even want to do that? If we run it, we get the same output. Cool, so that doesn't really help us. So let's look at another example and figure out why this might be useful. Let's look at our second script. The second script has a variable here, name equals Alice, and then we have a foo function where we set name equal to the first argument of this function, and then we print 1:name. But then down here we call foo with Bob, not Alice, and then we echo what $name is here. So we have $name up here, $name in here. We have the variable here, but then we also have the variable defined in the function. So what's going to happen when we run this? Well, simple. We're going to overwrite that variable. That variable at the top, this name equals Alice, this gets overwritten down here because it's a global variable and we didn't specify the local keyword. So it just gets completely overwritten. However, what if we put parentheses here? Now what happens? Well, let's run that second script again. Bam, we get Bob and Alice. So what does this do? The parentheses cause the function to run in a subshell. This is a different context. All the variables are copied into the subshell. The variables get modified in the subshell, but then when the function is done, all those modifications go away. So the variable name equals Alice is copied into here. Name is overwritten to be Bob. We print 1:Bob, and then when we drop out, Bob is gone, and we're just back with Alice. That's why we see Bob first and Alice second. Cool. So why is this useful though? Because instead of doing that, we could have just done normal curlies like we're used to, and we could have just put a local keyword here and we would have gotten the same output, right? Yeah, exactly. So why is this useful? I'll show you one cool trick with this. You ready for this one? Let's look at the third and final script. We have foo. We use the local keyword here. Cool, we're being good. We echo something and then we exit. This function dies. So what happens here? Well, we have an echo before function, we run our function, and then we echo after function. Well, what happens if we die in it? Well, we echo before function, we print hello Alice, but then we never actually get the after function thing to print. This line doesn't get executed because we exit. However, if we change this to parentheses, guess what happens? We die, but we die in the subshell. This dies, but then we actually still go. Our script keeps running. That's super useful. That's a reason you might want to run a function in a subshell like this. You can emulate this behavior if you have curly braces here. Say you're using a function that you don't have control over. I can just wrap this in a subshell. I can call that inside a subshell, and that will also stop it from dying. So that is parentheses versus